boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with the scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. This is your first time listening. You're in for a treat today. I've got some great information, and I want to give it to you here in a second. As you know, I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm an author. I write books. My books can be found on Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook. My books make money online with cannabis stocks. I list over 40 stocks. I also have a strategy in there that you can use in any market for the rest of your life. Another one of my books, Investing in Medical and Recreational Cannabis, buy in before, during, or after legalization. I list a lot of companies in here. You would have known what was going on with companies like Canna-V-Cell, companies like Aurora, companies like Canna-V, early on in the game. You know what's going on, my friends. Promising medical marijuana and CBD treatments. As you know, the FDA has approved a drug 2018, 2019. There'll be more on the way. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of medical stuff, a lot of research going on, my friends out there that you should be aware of. You're going to be in this business a long time, my friends. These 3 books, Investing in Medical, Recreational, and Recreational Cannabis, Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks, also Promising Medical Marijuana and CBD Treatments. These books should form the nucleus of your education in this business. We're early on, my friends. You read these books that I have, and you will know a heck of a lot more. Go to MickeyD, Amazon.com, and you can get all your books. I'll tell you about some more in a minute. But everybody is giving their take, and I want to talk to you a minute about Aurora. You know, Aurora is a favorite stock. I'll admit, it was my favorite stock. 2016, 2017, and part of 2018. It was my favorite stock. You guys know the story. I went to one of the conferences in 2016. It was the summer of 2016. Ran into this young guy. Well, he wasn't young. I guess we were probably about the same age or so. He had just left Canna-V. I'm talking about Cam Batley. When he was working for Canna-V, he left Canna-V. They were forming part of forming Aurora Cannabis. So, you know, he had one of those companies. He was, 38 cents, 40 cents, 45 cents or so was the stock. And it wasn't really doing much. But he gave his presentation and, listening. And at the end, questions and stuff. I asked him, I said, Cam, you worked for Canna-V. You worked for, now you're starting Aurora. What makes you think what does this company have that company didn't have, or why this or why that? And it wasn't like it was a divorce or anything from Canna-V. Dude is upstanding, solid. This is a person that you really want to lead your company. So I backed up the truck at under 50 cents with this guy. So I was in real early. And I convinced some of my friends also to go ahead and take a lottery ticket on this Aurora Cannabis guy. This Cam Batley guy, I think he's on the up and up. And speaking to him one-on-one or asking him questions and stuff, the integrity, the honesty of him early on. I picked this out 2016 now. This was the summer. Him. Same thing with Bruce. Bruce was, I'm talking about CEO of Canna-V. And they know one another. And that's why when I told you in a video a little while back, after I went to a conference, see, a lot of these guys work together and they know one another from their days of Canna-V or from their days of working with the guys at these different companies. Alfrea, early on, everybody thought Alfrea would be the big kahuna out there. And it really wasn't. Canna-V was that company. And everybody since has been chasing Canna-V. And I had to sell some of my because early on, I had an account where Canna-V was like 60%. And like the other, I had like 30% Aurora. And these stocks were taking off, and that was just too much of that. My little marijuana portfolio centered in 2 stocks. So I was up like over 2,200% on Aurora. I was up over 3,000% on Canna-V. So those 2 companies, I have a lot of love for, a lot of admiration for, because I was in them early. And that's one of the reasons, and I'm going to do a video here. One of the keys to beating Wall Street is to get in early. Now, during the dot-coms, it was the same way. Guys hit me to this company out there called America Online, AOL. And I made tons of, and it's the same way now. You get into these companies early. I'm going to tell you about a baby knockout here in a minute. We've been very successful with these baby knockouts, especially early in the game. Early in a new industry, you can do fairly well if you can latch on to some of these small. I talked about Planet 13. I talked about my millennials, 25 to 35 years old, 40. You guys, if you latch on to some of these little companies, you're going to do exceptionally well. Let me tell you, I tip my hat to Cam and Aurora, and I'm still holding some of those shares now. I'm still holding like 500 shares. I'm not, you're up. You gotta let this stuff go. You can't marry these stocks. I mean, if a stock is up 2, 3, 4,000%, you gotta take some money off the table and go for the ride, my friends. And that's what I did. Taking profits is not a dirty thing. So that was good. That was good. Those are some good days. And we have some more. Like I said, that Planet 13. And I'm a sucker, Cam and Bruce, I'm a sucker for CEOs that tell the truth. You guys know I've said this time and time again. You lie to my community and you pay a price. Look at that stock now, where they lied to us. You guys know what I'm talking about. That stock's going to where I found it. 0. That's where it's going. And I wish them well, and I wish everybody gets out of it. They're going down because they don't tell the truth. But early on, you latch onto these companies where the CEOs, the managers, everybody's on the same page. They're executing. You can make a whole lot of money in this business here. One such company, my friends. This company is led by 2 doctors. And these 2 doctors, you're gonna be hearing this talk here lately. It's gonna be it's what are they gonna call it? Oh, they're gonna call it biofarmed cannabis versus conventional cannabis. Now, conventional cannabis, conventional farming, biofarming. What you do is with conventional, you go out and you grow things and stuff like that. But this biofarm stuff, where they produce the active ingredients without growing the plant, like they do with grapes and olives and blueberries and stuff, that's interesting. And it's got my attention here lately. And I really, really am taking a look at a company. It's a baby knockout. It's only like around 15, 16, 17 cents or so right now. And I wanted to tell you about that company because it's getting a little footage out there. If you let me leave an opening here. The largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world. I talk about Israel and what Israel is doing right now. And I believe it's page 29 or something in here. But this book right here gives you a big edge on some of these up and coming companies and these countries. But this I think I'm pronouncing it right. Canna-V-Cell is the name of the company, right? And CNVC is the symbol. CNVC in Canada, CNVCF in America and over the counter. Like I said, Canna-V-Cell is one of those companies. Canna-V-Cell Sciences is the name of the company. We're talking about Israeli technology. We're talking about a company that potentially could turn this thing upside down. Because if they can do biofarmed cannabis that produces the same active ingredients as growing cannabis, they have more growth cycles. They have like 17 growth cycles a year, whereas, you're limited. There's no weather factor or anything like that. But my friends, with this, some would call it test tube marijuana. Not really test tube marijuana, but whatever you want to call it. You don't need the skilled workers. With conventional farming, right, the production cost is roughly, you're looking at about $1,500 a kilogram. With this biofarming, my friends, you're looking at $100 a kilogram. So you do the math there. The capital needed for conventional kilogram, you're talking maybe about $10,000. You're talking about $206 a kilogram for this biofarming. So they're talking 2020. So we're early, and that's what we do on The Scoop. We get you in real early as can be. We're talking, like I said, 15, 16, 17 cents. Definitely put this stock on your watch list. Ticker symbol again, CNVC and CNVCF. Canna-V-Cell Sciences. Canna-V-Cell Sciences. I think I'm saying it right. But that's one stock to watch. And like I said, they produce the active ingredients without growing the plants. And they do have the worldwide exclusive license for this. And this has been done, like I said, grapes, olives, blueberries, and certain things. It's been done. So it's something out there that just may pan out. Our baby knockouts have the ability, they're under quarter, they have the ability to really revolutionize an industry. They have the ability to take over an area, a sector, an area of that sector, and just monopolize it and take it all. If we're talking about biofarm cannabis, we're talking about producing the same ingredients that without growing the plant. If we're talking about powders that can be used in drinks, if we're talking about powders that can be used in food, CBD powders, we're talking about mass productions, my friends. Well, we're talking about something that definitely is possible. So I'd like to leave you with that this week as a baby knockout. Addition to those, the African Marijuana Gold Mine, Supreme Cannabis just did a big deal in Africa. So the African Marijuana Gold Mine, Richmond Soil meets Wall Street. See, my friends, I want to give you a global perspective on this. That's why I've written these books. You can go to Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook. I want to thank you if you have the books already. Oh, there was a correction. Marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies are getting early, hold, and grow rich. Yes. Realty, REO. Thank you for that information here. As you know, some of these companies in here have merged. So, companies merge and companies are bought out and what have you. So the symbols do change, and one of the symbols in here has changed, and another one of the symbols we didn't catch it. The typist left off one of the letters, like F or something. But the name is correct. So if you know the name of the company, you can always go to your favorite website and type the name of the company. You can get the Frankfurt, Germany. You can get the any of the OCC. You can get the U.S. symbol. You can get the symbol from also the symbol from Canada. You can get them all in there. But friends, I've been a little long. I just wanted to tell you that my take on cannabis. My take on Canna-V. My take on Aurora. put those two together. Cam is probably the only one that I know of that has worked for both, and it has the inside information on both of them. That's why you can kind of trust him, you know. And a recent, our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, Cam. I know you had a little setback here recently. Nobody's injured, nobody's hurt. That's the key thing. As long as the family's okay, everybody's okay. With that said, if you're coming to Vegas next week for the conference, look forward to seeing you. Dino has confirmed. Look forward to seeing you. He's a great trader in San Fernando Valley in California. Look forward to that. And anyone else, if you're coming to Vegas to the Money Show, Michael Berger, you got to tip your hat to Mike in Canada. Mike has been doing the marijuana portion of these money shows now for years. This guy is one of the most knowledgeable people. And you know what? I put him up there with a lot of these CEOs because Michael Berger knows his stuff. And I like talking to him, and he gives you the skinny, man. He'd say, hey, this is the company. You know, when somebody's giving their presentation, I know it's kind of rude, but sometimes the guys will go outside, right? And that's where you really get some good information. You know, if you don't like this company, or, this guy's talking about something and you're not really into it, you go outside and you hit up a guy like Michael Berger, man. Mike is on it. So if you get an opportunity to see him in Las Vegas, make sure you see him. He's got these skinny, column is 420, technical 420. Yeah, he's got all that. Mike is on it. But anyway, have a great day. God bless you. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. I know we're growing. I want to thank all you subscribers for telling your friends and coming on board. We are growing. If you have any of the books, and if you have time and you want to throw a review on Amazon.com, it helps the cause. Likes, shares, all that good stuff. It all helps the cause, my friends. I can't advertise. YouTube doesn't pay me a dime, so never gotten any money. This is how I keep it going. I do the research for you and put the books out there, and your marijuana education and your marijuana knowledge is probably hands down better than most of the people that are out there investing right now. I will guarantee, that's my guarantee to you, that you're going to read one of these books, you're going to hear one of these books, audio books, you're going to learn something about what's going on with this business. That said, God bless you, love you, take care of you and your family. Like I said, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're boots on the ground. We go to the locations. We find out what's going on. We talk to the CEOs. We go to the conferences. I'm your eyes and ears at the conferences. I'm your eyes and ears at the expos. I'll be there. I'll find out what's going on, and I'll report back to you. That's what I do. Boots on the ground, putting it down. This is The Scoop with Mickey D. We mastered this during the .coms by running around and finding all these fake companies and stuff and not investing in them and letting people know, don't touch this company because this company is no good. That's what we do, my friends. Love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. God bless you.